anything related to the women. We talk about career, we talk about health, we talk about productivity, we talk about growth, we talk about family, we talk about advancement, everything that can empower the women. We start with the information and then we hope that she translates it into action. And on some days, we have the Soul Brothers join us. So you're welcome if you're joining us for the first time. We do have a number of ways you can be a part of this conversation. There is a WhatsApp line and there is a call line. We're also streaming live on YouTube, and the handle for our YouTube page is at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. At Smooth 981 FM Lagos. My name is Oluwaseun Olusegun. And today's topic of discussion is something I am very interested in, and I hope that you are as well, because it affects the future and it will determine how much we can increase in terms of the economy. And we're talking about artificial intelligence. Now, this time we're not talking about if AI is coming to take over or if AI is coming for our lives and jobs. I think by now that discussion is stale. In fact, what we should be looking at is how we can lead and advance with AI and do much more. And of course, this is Soul Sisters. So this is about the women. How can women lead with AI? And joining me, I have someone who has over 20 years of experience in information technology industry, and she has helped several organizations to leverage the power of technology. She's a mother, she's a leader, she's a mentor, and she is the country manager for Microsoft Nigeria and Ghana. She is Olatomiwa Williams. Good morning.
Good morning, Seun. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to have this conversation with me. And we're just going to go right into it. We're going to start with the statistics as touching AI adoption or artificial intelligence adoption generally. Because in some climes, I think it was said that India is top on the list in terms of global adoption of AI. And I'm trying to search for Africa and Nigeria there. So how would you quantify the usage and the adoption of artificial intelligence in Nigeria at the moment?
Thanks, Seun. That's a very good question. The fact of the matter is there's a lot of interest in Nigeria around AI. Either some people saying, how do we as a nation take advantage of AI to leapfrog and drive innovation in the country, or while others are saying, let's wait and see. I mean, we still have other issues. Should AI be a priority at this point in time? But from a private sector, government partnership point of view, I think there's a lot of momentum. A lot of you must have seen in the news where the Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy pulled together a number of experts in AI to craft a strategy for the country. I think it's a good step in the right direction, but that strategy should actually also be built on a plan that will help us not just only to be able to develop innovation as a country, but to make significant impact across African continent and at large in the world. But I can say that we are seeing a number of companies that are already adopting AI innovation within Nigeria alone. If I can give an example of a startup that is using AI to target people in underserved community to provide clean energy to them. That is one of the many examples of AI innovation that we're seeing in Nigeria. But I will say that we're just barely scratching the surface because there's a whole number of areas that we can target. The good thing about AI is it gives us opportunity to be able to solve for problems within our society, whether in health, agriculture, education, you name it. It's really important. And another thing that is so fascinating for me is the application of AI in different industries, including fashion. Recently, we had a number of women came to Microsoft office to learn about how to use Microsoft Copilot to design new fashion new designs of African attire for women and men. And that's really fascinating. Copilot is actually Microsoft AI tool that anyone can use to in any industry to apply as it applies to them. Is a generative AI as well, but it's really a great tool. It's both for enterprise and commercial use as well.
Hmm. Thank you. I do like the fact that you mentioned some women in fashion industry using AI because interestingly, I had to ask a generative AI, a common one, to ask for the data of women that are adopting AI. And it says that in some fields that women are actually even ahead of some men using AI. But for some places or in some places, women are backwards. And now that you have mentioned that some women came around, I'd like to know here in Nigeria, again, how would you quantify the interest and the actual usage of AI by women? And what are some of the things contributing to that?
Mm. In terms of actual data, we don't have the data yet, and I think that's where a lot of work needs to be done. We need to start, gathering information so that with intelligence, we are able to bring about the relevant intervention. But if we're looking at it rhetorically, I think we need to expose more women to understand that AI is applicable to them, and they can actually leverage AI to be more productive in their work. And is really a necessary skill to have today because AI skill is required for today and tomorrow. And that's really the actual the actual point that we're trying to make. And that's the beauty of AI. You don't need to have a coding background or technology background to be able to develop AI relevant skills. So everyone, including men and women, should be able to do that. And based on the statistics globally that we see, if you look at the number of roles occupied by both women and men, I think today about 70% of roles, AI-related roles today occupied by men, while women are just barely taking about 20 something percent, about 26 to 27%. And that is a huge gap already. But AI, because of its nature, can actually give women the opportunity to be able to accelerate and grow and develop because this tool is exposed to everyone, is exposed to male and female, and we can all use it and leverage it to develop in different fields of life. And the fact that it's applicable in every industry, in every scenario, is even make it more compelling, whether you are in education, in healthcare, in fashion, in creative industry, any industry can really apply AI. And this AI skill, because it is required and is going to be is a key requirement for anyone in the future, it is important that women also start thinking about developing the skill. And the good thing is the number of available trainings and opportunities for women to really grow and develop this on AI. And this is irrespective of their background, whether they have technology background or not, because we really need to emphasize that.
Thank you very much. Now we're going to take a breather, and when we come back, before we go ahead to some of the specific trainings, I'd like us to help someone maybe just to take the first step in terms of the practicality of the AI usage. So let's say someone is in the fashion industry, because I like that example. So for someone who's in the fashion industry, I'd like you to paint a scenario of what they can do with AI. Do I need to use AI to sketch my designs? And while I'm doing that, hope it will not impact on my creativity because it's one of the fears and concerns of people using AI. But we will take that response right after this. If you're joining us, you are in time for the conversation on leading with AI. And this is Soul Sisters on Smooth 98.1. Everyone, don't even think about checking that down. So we just have less than a minute's break and we come back and we get back into that question.
The past car. Go fast to affordable health care. Visit the nearest neighborhood store or vendor closest to grab one today. For more inquiries, log on to axamansat.com/AXAPass. Terms and conditions apply.
My name is Jessica Bongos. This is Smooth 98.1.
You're listening to Soul Sisters on Smooth 98.1, where we love music, we love life, and we love it when women take their place in the world because it means a lot and it tells on where the world is going in every aspect. And so today we do not want the women to be left behind in the artificial intelligence advancement. And so we are talking about not just AI, but the practical use as well as how women can lead with AI. And as my guest this morning, I do have the country manager for Microsoft Nigeria and Ghana, Olatomiwa Williams. So before the breather, I wanted us to have that practical breakdown on how a woman can, in any field, using one field as an example, a career as an example, how she can use AI and how she can also, for the lack of a better word, protect our brain cells and our creativity so that she does now not become so reliant on AI that she feels she's losing her person.
I think that's an excellent question because there's a lot of misconception about AI, like AI has come to take the place of human, or AI has come to take away our creativity. The first thing to know is that human being created AI. And AI will do exactly what a human, instructs AI to do. So it starts from human being thinking about what you want AI to do for you. We want, for example, in creative industry, if I want AI, a generative AI that can design a cloth, I as a human being need to specify the kind of design I want, how I want it to look, the kind of color mix, the background. And that takes a lot of creativity, but you're putting it in a tool that will help you to bring it out in a matter of minutes, rather than you sitting down, taking a lot of time sketching, erasing and, doing so that will take you maybe about 3 or 4 days. So in a few minutes, or let's say if you are designing a complex one, in a couple of minutes, you already have your design ready that can, that you can take into production. So that free up human being to do more strategic things and be able to be more productive. So AI is not going to take our creativity away. AI is actually going to enhance our creativity, help us to become better in what we're doing. So that's why it is really important to see AI for what it is, not what it is not. Because this misconception about AI taking away our creativity, we make a lot of people not to want to adopt AI and still want to do things in traditional way. Let's take, for example, when calculator came, did calculator take away our brain? But calculator makes us to be able to calculate things in faster. But we still, as human, take decision on the kind of result that we want. So AI will not take away our brain. It will just make us to be more productive and be able to even be more creative because we can quickly turn things around.
Thank you very much for putting the word out there. And I guess that's also what you're seeking to achieve with the Uzemi Technology Empowerment Initiative. And you specifically tied to that one, leading with AI. I am curious, when you decided to put that together, this is the second year. When you decided to put that together, what did you have in mind to achieve with leading with artificial intelligence?
I think the time is, perfect. This is our second year of Uzemi Accelerator, Uzemi Leadership Summit. And we see this as an opportunity to really inspire women to embrace artificial intelligence and understand what are the opportunities available for them and be able to also help them to see the potential in helping them in their leadership development journey. This program is aimed to also provide women with insights on what AI is and what it means for them and the future of their career. We've seen a number of women that are already making, impacts in AI, also to celebrate them, show what they are doing so that could inspire other women to see that this is possible. As well, use this platform to create that energy and momentum for women to really embrace technology so that we can continue to reach the gender gap. If women are not embracing AI today, what that means is that the gender parity within the technology industry and across industry will continue to increase because AI is not just only about technology, it's about because it's applicable to every industry. So that means anyone, whether you are a man or woman, you don't have AI relevant skills, you will be disenfranchised. And if women are more than don't have knowledge about AI, that means that gap will continue to increase rather than reduce. So we hope that with what we're doing at Udemy and the program that we're landing on Saturday, which we encourage every woman and every man that's really, supportive of women development to be part of, so that women can really understand where they can get guidance, support, and opportunity to develop their skill in AI and also continue to grow as a leader within their industry.
Thank you. Just a little bit of information. How can you mention that it's happening this Saturday? How and where, or rather where?
The event is taking place at the Resource Center in Ikorodu. Please, I encourage you all, follow our LinkedIn profile, Udemy Africa, follow our Instagram profile as well at Udemy Africa. We have all the details of the program on there. And I encourage you all to register based on the information that we're putting out on LinkedIn to register for the events. The registration is still open. Please go to Udemy Africa LinkedIn page or Udemy Africa Instagram page. You'll see the registration link there. Please register to attend. The event is taking place on Saturday. We are starting 9 a.m. prompt at the Resource Center, Dele Kuti Street, Ebute Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, so before I let you go, because I know you have a busy day, so let's say a woman has been listening now and she says, yes, you got me. I'm ready to start my journey of AI. How does she start?
Please, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
It's not so complicated, right? There are different resources online that you can start consuming. There are curated courses on LinkedIn, for example, that are targeted towards AI so that you don't get swamped in a lot of different courses that are available. That's one. I'm privileged to work with Microsoft, an organization that is focused on empowering every person and organization on the planet to achieve more. We have a skilling program with the federal government of Nigeria. And part of this skilling program include curated courses on AI. Sign on for that as well. There are also tons of learning resources there. But developing skills is not just about learning, it's also about practicing. So there are a number of AI tools that you can lay your hands on, but I'll encourage you to try your hand on Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, and start practicing. Because the more you practice, the more you use it, the more you engage with the tool, the better the tool becomes, and the more conversant you get with the tool, and also the more you're able to apply it to your own industry. So that would be my guidance. But primarily, it's also important to attend forums such as the Udemy Leadership Summit that we're trying to land in on Saturday, because in that forum you can really talk to experts and get real guided approach on how to get started. And also potentially, if you become part of Udemy community, you also be able to get guidance on how we can take you from one stage of development to another, because that's what we are planning to do. We want to ensure that women have the right support to get skill, to get mentoring, coaching, and of course, sponsorship to help them to continue to grow in their career journey.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Unfortunately, we have to end this conversation for now, but I hope that we have another part of the conversation on AI, because I see a question here, and I'm guessing you do not have the time to take it.
I can take the question quickly if you
Okay.
can.
All
I'm
right.
happy to.
So Wilson says, this is a very important topic and we need to understand. But the question is, how do we implement AI so that it won't take away some jobs and put more people in the labor market? And can AI do everything that a person can do at work?
So as I said earlier on, maybe I'll start from the last question. AI hasn't come to replace our job. AI has come to help us to be more productive and work more efficiently. AI will bring new job opportunity. Definitely, there are a number of jobs as we know it today that will no longer be relevant because of the way the work is evolving based on adoption of AI. What is important for people to know is that they need to start developing skills and capabilities to help them to be relevant for the future. If you are not developing capabilities in AI, then it's possible that AI might take away your job. So AI has not come to take away our job, but AI could take away the job of someone that does not develop capabilities on AI. So there are two different things, and I think it's really important to get that clarity. So the message here is what people should be thinking about is how do I develop capabilities around AI, rather than focusing on what they can control on, okay, will AI take away my job? But it is important to start thinking about how do I develop skills and capability that will make me relevant so that my job doesn't get redundant. And I'm relevant even when new opportunity comes in AI, then I'll be able to fit into it. And I think that's really the message. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. And I hope that you have a lovely day. Thank you for your presence.
Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
Bye.
And we're done for now, but of course the show continues till 11:50. I'll be playing you some beautiful music, and of course we're still going to be here together because it is important that we have this conversation. Wilson says, okay, now I get the idea. I appreciate this information. Now I am clarified about AI. Thank you, because according to the data, it suggests that about $2.3 trillion can be added to the African economy by 2030. If only we take better advantage of AI. So please, let's all get together and increase how much more we can make. You're listening to Soul Sisters on Smooth 98.1.
Danica Actor, and you're listening to Smooth 98.1.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I'm really sorry. I wish I can stay more. I'm really sorry. You can see that I'm in just one corner at the hotel. Sorry, I have to go.
That